As we're less than 3 months away till the 2018-19 NBA season, a bunch of star players have made significant improvements over the course of last season, proving to be valuable assets in Clint Capella, Steven Adams, and Joe Ingles. Not the most talented guys, but produce at an efficient rate and plays within their role. How's it going, guys? My name is Wilson. Every year, there's always going to be certain star players who emerges to become an MVP candidate caliber player, as we've seen when Isaiah Thomas finished 5th place in 2017 at his absolute peak, while James Harden, who's in the middle of his prime, will turn 29 years old in August, finally won his first Most Valuable Player award. There are 6 star players coming into this October who will be starting to enter their primes, and we're going to start off big with the Stifle Tower, Rudy Gobert. After winning his first Defensive Player of the Year award, despite only playing 56 games due to injury, it just proves how vital Gobert was when he was on the floor. Known as one of the most imposing rim protectors, Utah's one of the most feared defensive teams. Alongside his incredible 7'9" wingspan, Rudy has high defensive IQ, averaged 13.5 points, 10.7 rebounds, and 2.3 block shots. The 7'1" center also does a great job guarding out the perimeter, has the quickness to keep up with a few guards, plays very unselfish, does all the little things from causing deflections to making hustle plays. Gobert's presence was felt most after his return during the second half of the season, helped propelling Utah to one of the NBA's most historic midseason turnarounds, winning games at a 60-win pace, went from 10th in the Western Conference to 5th by the end of the regular season. Although the Frenchman has not been an all-star yet, who knows if he ever will be in the tough Western Conference. Anybody who knows a thing or two about basketball knows Rudy is an all-star caliber player. At 26 years old, Gobert will be entering his 6th season and will be amongst the best defensive centers for many years to come. Victor Oladipo, the 6'4" 2 guard, just came off a spectacular season for the Pacers. One most improved player, was the biggest breakout star, and now arguably the best shooting guard in the Eastern Conference. Entering his 6th NBA season, the 26-year-old put up career highs of 23.1 points, 5.2 rebounds, 4.3 assists, led the league in steals, snatching 2.4 a game. From being the 2nd overall pick in the 2013 draft to the Magic trading him to the Thunder, Oladipo looked like a disappointment at first, until he burst out carrying the 48-win Pacers on his back for much of last season. Plays excellent on both ends of the floor, can take a game over at any time, continues to put in the work. After losing to LeBron's Cavs in the tough 7-game series, Oladipo texted his trainer 16 minutes after the game, hungry to improve and get better. You bet Victor's working on his game right now as you're watching this video. The Pacers were supposed to be a lottery team, but turns out Indiana's going to be contending in the East. I can see Oladipo even taking his game to another level next season as long as he remains consistent. I can see him putting up 25, 6, and 5, making All-NBA team. John Wall. Many of you guys are probably thinking John Wall is already at his peak right now. At 27 years old, won't turn 28 until next April. Entering his 9th season, Wall proved he was one of the best point guards in 2017, where he averaged 23 points, nearly 11 assists, 2 steals, but knee injuries have slowed him down a bunch last season, where his point average and minutes dropped. Only played 41 games, came back right before the playoffs before losing in the first round. Wasn't really his former self. Dealing with a disappointing loss season, Wall is one of the most slept on all-stars in the NBA, as the Wizards got rid of Marcin Gortat, replaced him with Dwight Howard, now has Austin Rivers coming off the bench. Washington has a chance to make plenty of noise in the Eastern Conference. It all starts with the all-star point guard. Next season will be Wall's opportunity to make his case as one of the best players in the league, as an excellent pick and roll guy, arguably still the fastest player in the league, an excellent finisher at the rim, easily a top 5 passer. Maybe Wall will help save Dwight Howard from being the most disappointing player of the decade, or maybe not, but you can bet the next 2 years of Wall's career will be his best. Kyrie Irving. I'm sure you heard plenty of rumors that Kyrie might want to play for the Knicks next season and team up with Jimmy Butler, but that's still a long way ahead, as more basketball will have to be played. The former 1st overall pick in the 2011 draft will be entering his 8th season, coming off playing 60 games for the Celtics. Irving put up 24.4 points, 5.1 assists on 49% shooting, shot over 40% from downtown in each of his last 2 seasons. If he can stay healthy next season, he should be at the point of his career where he's at his best, with his insanely crazy handles, as great as a finisher around the rim as any guard in the league, will still have the explosiveness, and now consider a veteran, the 5-time All-Star will look to bounce back. With him and Gordon Hayward back, I expect the Celtics to easily win over over 60 games and dominate the Eastern Conference just like how Golden State dominates the West. I believe the best of Uncle Drew has yet to come as he enters the very prime of his career. I can also see him being a high caliber MVP candidate and will continue to make you jump off your couch with all the crossovers he'll be doing next season. Kawhi Leonard traded to the Raptors last week in exchange for DeMar DeRozan. The 27-year-old Leonard only played 9 games last season. Even if he truly doesn't want to play for the Raptors, it's been way too long since Kawhi's last played. Heading into his 8th NBA season, many experts believed he was the second best player in 2017 behind LeBron. When healthy, Leonard's without a doubt the best two-way player in the game. Finished second and third in MVP voting in 2016 and 17. The two-time Defensive Player of the Year, averaged 25.5 points, almost 6 rebounds, led San Antonio to 61 wins just 2 seasons ago. Kawhi was the guy who made All-NBA First Team in back-to-back years before last season, edging out Kevin Durant. If he's at his best, Toronto will be heavy contenders in the East, where he will be the best player in the conference, and very possible he can win MVP, where I can see him average around 27 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 steals. Regardless whether he ends up playing in Los Angeles after next season, if Leonard commits to playing his best, he's good enough to be a top 3 player in the NBA for the next couple seasons. Last but not least, Anthony Davis. After having his best season so far, finished third for both MVP and Defensive Player of the Year voting, the Brow will turn 26 in March, the beginning of his prime basketball stages. Heading into Season 7, a lot will be expected from the Unibrow. Coming off his most successful year, leading his team to the semifinals, the 6'11" power forward put up over 28 points, 11 rebounds over the last 2 seasons, carried the team on his shoulder, putting up over 30 a game after Buggy was out. Davis is one of the most talented players in the world. Many consider him a top 3 player right now, behind LeBron and KD. Has no weaknesses in his game, can do a little bit of everything. With this decade almost coming to an end, Davis is a high candidate for being the best player in the NBA very soon. Many consider him the face of the 2020s, just like Michael Jordan dominated the 90s, Kobe, Shaq, and Duncan owning the 2000s. LeBron being the best of this generation is only a matter of time until Anthony Davis can possibly be the best player in the world. The 5-time All-Star, finished All-NBA First Team 3 times, already has an All-Star Game MVP, is a top 3 defensive big man in the game, can become the next player since Hakeem Olajuwon to win both MVP and Defensive Player of the Year the same season. Sky's the limit for AD with his incredible talent, versatility, and ability to do everything on the court. If you can take one player to build around your franchise right now for the next 10 years, give me Anthony Davis. No doubt about that. If he's able to stay healthy long term, win a bunch of championships, the Brow has a chance to become one of the greatest players of all time. My most honorable mention includes CJ McCollum, who will turn 27 in September, will be entering his 6th season, is one of the most forgotten good players in today's game because he plays in the loaded Western Conference. CJ might never get the chance to become an All-Star. Other guys I haven't mentioned, Paul George, Jimmy Butler, Damian Lillard, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green, are already in the middle of their primes, all 28 years old. Superstars like Giannis and Embiid still have 2 to 3 years until they enter theirs. Thank you so much for watching this video. What other stars do you guys think will start hitting their primes next season that I missed out on? Let me know in the comments below. I talk NBA comparisons, amazing storylines, NBA history, and anything basketball that will interest you. If you love the NBA, subscribe to my channel. More great stuff coming soon. See you next time.